in.
Talking to me live, do you?
Well, I think we're. Oh, are we live now? Oh, we're live. We are now live. Now.
Right, I haven't got it on my phone.
It's saying, yep, we're 4 seconds into a live stream.
Oh shit! It's not on my phone.
So everyone can hear what you're saying. I'm on. I've got you on.
I'll put live.
The speaker.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
No, it is.
I can't get it.
I don't know.
I can't get it on my phone.
No, and there's no one here anyway. Concurrent views. There's one. It says people are watching, so must be something there.
Oh no, where is it? Send me a link.
Yeah, I'll do a link. Well, just go to my actual channel and then click where it says live.
Okay, let me go on one. Oh, for God's sake. What the hell is this? I've got subscribe. Live channel. Oh, God, what live channel? Okay.
So you on it?
Are you in a grey t-shirt?
No, I'm in green. That's you looking at old ones.
Oh, God. Get rid of that. How do I find a new one?
Actually, this is no. I don't understand. This is nobody viewing.
How do I find it?
I don't know how other people find it. There's nobody. There's no chat here anyway. So.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Let me see if I can find out how to do the link.
Oh, hang on. I found it.
All right.
Barcardi. Yeah.
Oh, right. There you go.
I got it.
So, I'm going to. Well, shall I leave it on? Do you want to talk?
No, that's okay.
How many viewers does it say? Because there's no chat coming through. Yeah, well, there's nothing here. So. Well, you can chat to me on the chat if you want.
I'm trying to see what's flashing in the background.
It's not me.
Well, you can chat to me on the chat.
Not yet.
Hang on.
It's not as good as last time. I don't. Where's the live chat?
I paused it somehow.
Oh, well done.
Oh no!
We can restart it anyway.
You bought into the hype. You bought yourself a motion, but
What are you playing?
Lost it now.
the value we're getting from the set.
That's an old video.
I know. I was there, and now it's gone. Let me go back to you. Oh my God! I don't know how I found it in the first place, and now I've lost it.
I don't know. It must be there under live or something.
It's gone. Oh, I got it back again.
Yeah. Is it a green shirt?
No, I've lost it. That was the grey one. I had the green one. Now it's gone.
Well, you can watch the replay then.
Oh, for God's sake! Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, I'll leave you to crack on then, and I'll see if I can find it again.
I've got nothing to do, so anyway, all right. Well, whatever. I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing anyway.
I know. I'll go to Steve, tell him to click on it, and then he can send me the link.
All right. Is he watching?
No, but I'll tell him to now. Alan's doing live now. Can you send me the link? Because I had it and now I've lost it. Right, he's going to go on and have a look at you going live. Oh, can't believe I fucked that up.
Well, what's your swearing? I'm going to get demonetised.
Oh, sorry. Didn't know I was still on with you.
I
Sorry.
told you. It's on now.
Okay,
All right.
I'll leave it to it. Enjoy.
Well, it won't be long.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Alan, Luca. Hello, mate. Snow Queen, hello. How's your opinion on the Stormbox? Yeah, I got the Stormbox here, and I got the Sonus Roam, and it's pretty ordinary to be honest. There's not a lot happening. I could play it, but this broadcast is mono, so probably not a lot of point. Pretty underwhelmed. I think it's the first tribute speaker that I could say is probably overpriced. Well, I don't know how much it is with you. In the UK, it's 120 quid. So that's like, what, 2 Stormboxes. And that's, so quite honestly, other than when you pair 2 of those It's still mono. It's party mode. It's not true wireless stereo pairing. So, yeah, at some point I'll do that. It's quite ordinary. It's okay. It's ordinary. It's not a big deal, to be honest with you. The Sonos Roam. Well, I think it's pretty similar to the Max Sound Plus, which is 50 quid. That's 120 quid. I don't know. If you're into Bluetooth speakers, you got to expect to pay over the odds, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I just said that. What's the Sonos Roam like? It's like the Max Sound Plus, but with a higher price tag. 50 quid, 120 quid. Of course, first of all, this is really weird to use because because obviously it's supposed to be a wireless, over the Wi-Fi, and it's supposed to be part of the Sonos, ecosystem. And you turn it on, the first thing it's going to do is not go to, and it's a weird thing to turn on. I don't know if mine is bust or not, but you press it once, there's no sound, it goes white. Well, that's immediately into the Wi-Fi. But if, like me, you want it Bluetooth, I've got to press it again, haven't I? Something, and it'll go blue. So you've got to press it again, and then it's gone into Bluetooth, and now I can connect. But I think this goes into standby all the time. So if I try and turn it off, it's not very tactile, but I think it's turned off. After a few days, that's flashing red to say low battery. So either mine is faulty, or I don't know how this whole Sonos system works. Quite fiddly, but it sounds all right. But you've got to go in the app. You've got to set the bass right up, and then you've got to. Well, you can fiddle with the treble if you want. Basically, to me, it does sound slightly better than the Max Sound Plus. So, 120 quid. It's going to be worth it to you if you're into the whole Sonos system. But if you just want a portable speaker, although to be honest, it's slightly smaller than the Tribit. It's okay. But even my Max Sound Boost upgraded version, it does sound better. So you don't buy that because you want a Bluetooth speaker. You buy that because you want a Bluetooth speaker that's part of the Sonos system. And yeah, it does sound a bit better over Wi-Fi and all that. So I don't know, whatever. I tried the Stormbox Micro as a micro speaker and returned it and kept the one more. Yeah, I was looking at that. So do you reckon it's quite nice? It's an old speaker, isn't it? The one more uncommon, but I'm sure that's an old speaker. I've seen it reviewed, but you'll like it as the BO Play A1, just cheaper, and it plays down to fucking, and it plays down to fucking. Well, that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Have you left a bit off at the end, or are you deliberately trying to wind me up? And it plays down to fucking. Okay, maybe you're on Pornhub or something. Greetings, Alan. Hello, Fat Matt. Peace be with you. It's very polite, I must say. Enjoy your reviews. Thank you very much. But this is not going to be a review. This is just me chilling out, doing whatever. Is it possible to review Philips tank? Probably not literally a tank, is it? A 40 watt. Mates, I tell you, I could review all of them, except I've got a life and there's about 4 million speakers out there. So I try and do the most interesting. And already I've got burnout, so I'm kind of losing the plot a bit. But I did get the two you were asking about, the Sonos Roam, the Tribit Micro, and the Tribit Micro. It's not the Micro, is it? That's blimey. That's the overpriced Stormbox Pro, and as I said, quite ordinary. It's okay, but if it was 70 quid, that was £60. I'd say it was okay, not a bad buy, but £120. I think that Tribit has finally taken the piss. I don't know. Peace be with you. Enjoy your reviews. Is it? Yeah, you just read that tonight. 40 watt RMS. Yeah, got RMS. Fair enough, because that's the thing, isn't it? They keep saying 2 million watts or whatever, but not RMS. So RMS, good. God bless you. God bless to you. 40 hertz. What are we talking about? 40 hertz and what? And in what way is it 40 hertz? What are we talking about? The 40 hertz and what? Luca, what was he talking about? Look, I don't know what speaker you're talking about, 40 hertz. How is the Sonos compared to the Denon? Yeah, the Denon is a whole league above. So this is not a Denon 250. This is a Max Sound Plus, which is a 50 quid speaker. The Denon, apparently they don't make anymore, is a quality travel speaker, and yeah, it's twice, not twice the price. It's 40 quid more, but it's probably twice the speaker of this. I bought the Anchor Motion Plus because of its review. Very top. Congratulations. Well, thank you very much. Which Bluetooth speaker do you listen to most? Have you not watched my channel? The Motion Boom is my go-to. How is it? Blah, 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 blah. Any insight on a Mini Rig 4? I've got no ins with the Mini Rig people. Trust me. I'm way too small for them to give a about. But no, they're always working on the next one, aren't they? Because it's already gone 1, 2, 3. There must be Mini Rig 4. It's going to be the same form factor as all the others, clearly. And if you get the Mini Rig 4, then you'll have to get the Mini Rig Sub 4, which comes out, and it's starting to get a little bit expensive, and I don't know. So no word. I don't have any in-house contact with Mini Rig, other than when I've had to repair my speakers after the warranty. They've done it for free, and normally they would charge you cost or something. But no, I'm not someone they send speakers to. I bought a Sony XB33 and was disappointed. Well, why are you disappointed? Because Oliver's got it. He says it's a mini boombox and it's now better than the Motion Plus. So his two speakers. I don't know if you still watch the Olive channel. Now he's gone underground on Patreon, and so I don't know if you know his two speakers are the Bluetooth speakers, because he's really a headphone guy now, isn't he? And apparently, I don't know if you know, he says he wants to make his own set of headphones. Because apparently every set of headphones, well, 99% of the headphones he like his speakers, he reviews, he says they're crap. He does seem to get a dig out of saying most things are crap. But he doesn't even say in his opinion, just says they are crap. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I thought the Sony XB33 was okay, but there's better options, including the Motion Plus. And I was surprised Olive made it one, I think, is £100 of the year or something, whatever. I don't know. His two speakers now on the Sony XB33, the Motion Boom, and I don't really understand. I agree with most of his stuff, but I don't understand this thing with the Sony XB33. My XB33 definitely has issues. Love the Denon 250. I certainly love it, but I wouldn't marry it. Good evening, mate. Good evening. We should have started with that before going in with the Denon. That's more polite, isn't it? Convinced. Hello, mate. I hope you're doing okay. I know you had your problems. Are you also going to pimp who? Your D8? No, I'm not going to pimp my D8 because I don't even play it anymore. I only use it for comparisons. To me, it's too crude to sound. Yeah, I know it's a boombox, and that's what you pay for. You get the boom, and for most of you it'll be all right. For me, sounds a little bit crude. Maybe yours yellow and blue, like you said. Yeah, to be honest, I forgot that was you I was talking to on Instagram, innit? Because your names are different. I get a lot of messages, try to reply to everything. Sometimes I forget who I'm talking to, be absolutely honest. But yeah, you did a good job with the gold one. Luca, what plays down to 40 hertz? How much longer until we see the wig? You know, I think I need to keep that in reserve for when I've got nothing else to do. Can't keep putting the wig on. People are already getting the wrong idea. I watch him. What, Olive? Are you talking about Olive? You watch him? And do you watch him on Patreon, whatever how it is? The Mini Rig 3 is already a couple or more years old. Probably the pandemic. Yeah, I think they have had issues. And they are a small company, obviously, here in England. I'm releasing a new project, but I'm sure they're always working on the next thing. It's only, I think it was originally 2 guys. I don't know if it's still the 2 guys. Love my 3s and can't wait for new. Yeah, to be honest, I find them a bit clinical. When they come into their own, is when I fire up with the sub and push the sub. I think the sub is a little bit underdone on the 3s, and I quite like. I still play Mini Rig 2s, the Mark 2s. Yeah, quite punchy, but it's not as clinical sounding. It's a warm sound. I like a warm sound signature. And hey, look, we're turning this into a speaker convention, and I was just here chilling, but that's fair enough. I'm amazed, as always, anyone watching me doing absolutely nothing. I meant the one more, really, yeah, that flat circular thing, isn't it? Impressive. It's quite cheap, isn't it? I think, was it a 50 quid speaker or something? But I know it's an old speaker. The XB33 was distorted to me. It wasn't so much it's distorted, but it's uneven. The sound is just off. There's bits missing, and it doesn't quite. To me, it doesn't excel anywhere other than it's quite clear at low volumes. And the bass, you've got as much bass at lower volumes as you do with the XB43, except it's a smaller sound. So look, the XB33 is fine. As I said, with most of these speakers, if it's your only speaker, you're going to be quite happy. It's just if you're A-Bing, and you can actually hear differences between speakers, you're going to realise XB33 quite lacking. Motion Boom, yeah, I think by a million miles, the Motion Boom, the best value speaker we've had so far. But isn't it a pity? It's coming from Soundcore, who I don't work for, before anyone says, do you work for them? And everything's black. But we've got the Pro versions. You keep asking me about the Pro versions. It appears to be that the Pro, because they have the Mini 3 coming out as a Pro as well as the Boom as a Pro. It seems it's just going to be, Pro means it's got coloured lights on. It's got LEDs, and apparently that's for professionals only. One Motion Boom or two Motion Plus. We've got to remember, you can have a million of the same speaker. It won't go any deeper. It will just go louder. So I like the Motion Boom because it goes deep. Two Motion Booms still. I've got a video on it. Watch my video. Two Motion Pluses on not one Motion Boom. They sound fine, sound nice. I did change my EQ, by the way. Suddenly, that EQ that I was really happy for a year or something, too screechy. Now I've got used to the bass of the Motion Boom. I've had to reduce the high end, consider it drastically, just to get a more bass heavy sound, but it's still not a Motion Boom. So the question was, one Motion Boom or two Motion Pluses? One Motion Boom for me, simply because of the deep end. I can't do without that deep end now, because it's not a boombox. It just plays deep in a balanced way, and that's really the difference between the Motion Boom, although it's called a boom, and the D8 and the like, those sort of boombox speakers, even the JBL extremely priced speakers, they are boomboxes. They're dominated by the bass, whereas it goes deep on the Motion Boom, but I wouldn't say it was dominated. I think it sounds balanced. Blimey, I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? It's 2:26. You're in Singapore or something, isn't it, Mark Winston? And you got to go live now. Yeah, mainly because it's 8:30 here in the UK, mate. I'm sorry, I'm not going Singapore time. I think you're in Singapore, didn't you say? Or you move about a lot, but whatever. But what you doing up at 2:26? Impressive stuff. I don't know. Right channel not coming through. Is anyone else not getting the channel? This is a mono broadcast, by the way. But are you? So I don't know if that's just you. You should be getting both channels. I've only got one mic going, and it should be mono. Yeah, sounds only mono left. Yeah. Do you know what? Maybe in OBS I should have said this is same for both channels. Let's have a look. Audio. Because I've got it as stereo. Yeah, I probably should have. I can't change it now. Is it? Oh, I can't even get. So, guys, is the stream bad enough that I need to restart this and set this as stereo? How bad is it? It is mono, and I've set it to stereo in OBS, which I guess is the problem. Just watch him on YouTube. If you... Snow Queen has retracted. Where are we? I'm not an audio engineer, no. Oh, blimey. Oh, there's a lot of messages. Sounds only mono as it is. If you only had one speaker brand. Oh, man, I'm not... Well, at the moment, it would have to be Soundcore. I don't work for Soundcore. I'm not a Soundcore fanboy. Just their speakers I've liked their speakers. But I'm not sticking to a brand for any particular reason. If I had to stick to a brand, probably JBL, because you get lots of colours on your speakers and all that, but they don't sound as good as you pay ridiculous amounts of money for it. On Instagram, the gold one turned out to be really nice indeed. Yeah. And you've also got a lot of time on your hands. You're pimping out your D8. And did your mum like her Motion Boom, by the way? If you had... do you keep all your speakers? I do at the moment. I'm going to have to start selling them off. I can't keep going. I know probably people think you make loads of money on YouTube, but you really don't. I'm actually, it's costing me money on these speakers. And I'm doing it simply because I enjoy doing it. I don't know how long that's going to go on. Or maybe I need a new hobby. Do you keep all your speakers? And if you don't like them at all or have no purpose, do you sell them? I will be starting to sell them off. The idea was, to keep them because so I can compare them later on and have a good bass. Because I always thought one of Olive's problems probably was that he didn't keep his speaker and he kept these favourite speakers, so he couldn't do all the comparisons people wanted. But quite honestly, there ain't enough time to do all the comparisons people want anyway. And so, yeah, I have kept them, but I will start sending them off. I sold my JBL 5.1 and party box today. Why? And I'm going to order the party box 1000. So what, on eBay or something? Did you get a good price for it? That should shake the walls. I'm going to stick to my AWA. Yeah, well, that's a big speaker, isn't it? As I said, people could saying to me, why don't you do that one? But it's a bit big for me. Best 30 watt Bluetooth. Yeah, well, let's not go that route. Best 30 watt speaker, because that means nothing. 30 watts, as I said. Well, I have said in previous videos, 30 watts does not tell you how loud the speaker goes. How loud it goes will depend on where those 30 watts are spent. If it's in the bass, it won't go as loud as if it's all in the mids and highs. And 30 watts, what is it? RMS? Is it actually 30 watt speaker? And what is the sensitivity of the speaker? What's the efficiency of the speaker? Then you can start working out how loud it goes. It gives some indication. I can't deny a 30 watt speaker, but there's so many lies now about the wattages of speakers and trying to say, like this 40 watt speaker, it doesn't sound really like a RMS 40 watt speaker. But don't forget to double the loudness. You need to double the power. So when we're already talking 30, 40 watts, I'm not sure that it starts to really matter that much. But as a 30, I can't even think I've made what's 30 watts. Well, the motion boom's 30 watts, isn't it? So, end of chat. I'm not doing that. Just love you. Well, I love you too for saying things like that. And I don't know if you're my mum or something, but it's probably not even that healthy to be loving me when you don't know me. Stay healthy. Freak us out with audiophile experience. I don't even think of myself as an audiophile. In fact, I've always taken the piss out of audiophiles because it's a very snobbish thing. If you like a speaker, you like a speaker. I remember when I don't want to talk about specific reviewers because I always thought to myself it was a bit off-putting when they put others down. I would just say that a lot of reviewers that I have seen in the past talked about if it doesn't have a flat frequency response, it's not audiophile and it's a load of rubbish. Of course, there's so many flaws in that statement. I just thought it was pathetic. Music is an art form. If you like it, you like it. I don't care what it is. Just if I don't like it and you like it, that's all that matters. So I'm certainly not an audiophile. I certainly don't need a certain frequency response to enjoy my music. So I just like you guys. I like my music. Hi mate, hello. JBL bass test. I mean motion boom, pro motion boom. I don't know what you said originally. Well, we've seen it, haven't we? I don't know if it's out yet. We saw it on if you go into the app where it says other speakers, it's got a couple of pro version speakers there for Soundcore, and that's where I've seen it. So I don't know if it's actually out or not. It just appears if it's got lights, it's now called a pro version. Hello, Igasti. I know you're on my channel a lot. Honestly, you guys, some of these names I wouldn't know how to pronounce them, would I? Because I never hear it said. But anyway, I appreciate you being on the channel. How Motion Boom plays 40 hertz? Because I record them and I do the frequency tests, and that's how I know, because I can see it in the chart. I can see it measured in the recordings. Now, with barely a vibration at 40 hertz. But playing a track is completely different than playing a single test tone. These speakers are all about real-time digital processing. The idea that you know what that speaker's doing because you're playing a single 40 hertz test tone and you're barely hearing it, and I assume you've got it at maximum volume, it does play down to 40 hertz. If I do a frequency sweep, a sine wave frequency sweep, it's playing down below that. And when you say you're playing a 40 hertz test tone, first of all, are these downloaded to your device? I hope you're not playing. Well, you've said a generator, and that's already a red alert to me. You're using an app. You're assuming it says 40 hertz, and it is 40 hertz. So I'm quite happy that when I say it goes down to 40 hertz, in
several different testing methods. It really is playing down there. You've got to remember, playing a track and playing a single test tone, you're going to get very different results. And by the way, when you play these test tones, some people say, oh, it's 30 hertz and it's 20 hertz. And, you know, these speakers will replay that test tone at higher volumes. I know you're saying it's not playing there at all, but you'll get other speakers where it'll take the test tone at 20 hertz, can't actually play it there, but it still wants to reproduce it in the bass, and it may be reproducing at 50, 60, 70 hertz. So it's shaping the bass, but it's moving it higher. The other thing is, of course, one of the clever things they do, they play the harmonics above that test, so they might not play 30 hertz, 35 hertz, whatever, but they'll probably play the harmonics, which is obviously above that, 35, was it 35 plus 35, so it may be playing 70 hertz. If you're playing all the harmonics going above that note, your ears will hear that original note. This is one of the, you know, the tricks that they do now. Play all the harmonics, don't play the fundamental note, the original 35 hertz or whatever. You will hear that original, your ears and your brain will put that together. And that's how all these things work these days. Where was I? I don't know. I probably need a refill. How are we going? My motion boom does not cut out. And as I turn the power off, I can hear you. Right. Oh, thank you. So I know you can hear me, but is it left only or right only? It should be coming through as mono, but I think I should have set mono in OBS. I've got one mic above me, but I've set stereo, which was probably a mistake in OBS, because I don't do this all the time. I think this is my second or third live stream, isn't it? I still don't really know what I'm doing. Mono and bad compression. Well, I can't do much about the compression. I've actually got this set to the highest bitrate you can, which I think is 9,000. So that I can't do much about. Sounds like a radio. Well, okay. Are you listening to me on the radio? I don't know. There is no sound coming through the right channel at all. All right. Do you know what? I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna try and sort that out in OBS, and then I will come back. I'll probably have a refill. So I'll see you in a few minutes.